Welcome back to Borderlands 2. I am going to finally get to the warrior on this part, and I will kill a warrior on the next part, but the introduction is on this part. I don't think I do a whole lot of fighting against him though, but first I have to break through this little blockade of robots, because there's a badass constructor. I don't think it's a super badass constructor, I think it's a regular one. Yeah, it's a regular badass constructor version 2. And I was thinking it was going to be a super badass constructor, but I guess my memory just got fucked because it's been a while since I recorded this, but it doesn't really matter. It looks like it's probably basically a super badass constructor minus the 2 extra things that the super badass constructor has on its side. On its sides, actually, it has one on each side, which is why it's so much wider. Because that badass constructor was a darker color, and it was the same color as the super badass constructor. So it's probably equal strength, it just doesn't have the extra little cannons or whatever the super badass constructor has. So it's still a bit of a hard fight if you're not careful, and there are Hyperion assassins and stuff just freaking running around and flying around like those damn surveyor drones. Obviously the robots are always just a pain in the ass to deal with because they just spawn almost endlessly, and the stupid constructor can also spawn them. Mostly, if you don't have the B shield, you want to make sure you kill as many of the surveyor drones as you possibly can. That way they don't restore the shields and health of the constructor. But if you do have the B shield, then just ignore everything and shoot the constructor with an automatic weapon like an SMG or a combat rifle. As long as the combat rifle isn't as fast as you pull the trigger, it's just actually automatic. Unless you really want to pull the fucking trigger repeatedly, but that seems like that would be incredibly annoying. And automatic is usually faster than you can pull the trigger anyways, just because it's fucking automatic. So try and stick to an automatic weapon if you have a B shield, because every bullet gets that amp damage. As long as your shields are full, you gotta make sure you stay hidden and you don't get hit. Because if you get hit, then your shields will drain and you won't do any amp damage, and you'll just do regular damage. And the downside is that the shielding is also pretty low for its level, so even if you don't get hit or whatever, like if you get into a regular fight and you want to fight normally, you're gonna have to run and hide a lot because the shields will just drain very easily because they're not a whole lot. They're probably 20 or 30,000 lower than they should be, based on the level that I am right now and the level of the shield. That's why my shields are lower than my health, because normally shielding is higher than your health. I think there might be one class where health is higher than shields sometimes, but I don't remember. It's probably not. I could be mixing stuff up. It doesn't matter. I know there's at least one shield that is really, really low shielding, and I think that's one that I sent to my Psycho class a while back in an earlier video when I was storing stuff over in the little area near Claptrap. That's what I was throwing in there, was the shield for the Psycho class. And it looks like I am finally able to go through, right? No, there's a couple more guys. Hyperion assassins up there, which are going to be a pain in the ass because they're snipers and they're just accurate. So there's one dead. There's 2 more dots on the map. So there's another one right up at the transfer. It's a commando. And there's someone off to the left. I think the guy off to the left is actually stuck, so he's not an issue. Right? I don't remember. Just on the wall. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be capable of hitting me. He's just looking around like an idiot. So he was glitched or something weird was going on with him. Either way, it doesn't matter. Finally broke through. Now I just gotta go over and deal with some preparation stuff, because there are shops and a few crates to open. Mostly just ammo crate type things. And there's this one weapon crate here. But yeah, I'm gonna be selling some stuff to the shops. Then after the shops, I gotta go and initiate a couple cutscenes. Well, one cutscene, then there's the fight. Then I have to initiate another cutscene after that initial fight, because the first fight is not against Warrior. The first fight is against Jack himself, because he's got some holograms that he uses to try and cheat and kick your ass with. He'll hide with the holograms. I think only one of the hologram, or I think only he, not the holograms, I think only he will take damage. So the holograms, I think they disappear after you shoot them. I don't remember though. Again, it's been a while since I finished recording this, but it's pretty easy to determine which one is really him. You just gotta pay attention to the health bar that will be displayed on top of the screen. I'm not sure why I stood here for so long, but I think I was just looking at Lilith's wings. Some reason her wings have changed from the fiery color, like the fiery orangish red color. I think it's more orange, I don't remember. I think it's because of the iridium that Jack pumped into her, because she was forced to accept iridium so she could open the vault, and she's down there being used with the vault key to open the vault to free the warrior so Jack can take control of everything. And if you killed him fast enough, which obviously is not possible to do in this game because it's a scripted event, if you killed him fast enough, then he wouldn't have been able to free the warrior. But that kind of sucks because you can't free him fast enough to make it so warrior isn't freed. Would have been interesting to see the ending if warrior wasn't freed, but then again, it probably wouldn't have revealed the stuff that was revealed at the end of the game as well, because there's a little bit of information revealed that's basically like, yeah, there's going to be a lot more Borderlands games, don't worry. There's going to be a lot more. We got a lot more plans here. This isn't the only planet we're going to be going to. We're going to have more planets, more shit to do. Ah, man. Probably interstellar travel. Interstellar, I think that's the right word. I don't know, just freaking travel from planet to planet. Whatever. So let's go down there and initiate the first cutscene. I'm not cutting the cutscene out, and I'm not going to put it in a window because there are very few cutscenes in this game, so it's not an issue. So I'm just going to leave it here. Skyrim, some other stuff I did. Actually, I think it was only Skyrim that I did the windows in. But here's the first cutscene. Let's let you watch.
Hey, you're right on time. Key's nearly ready. But before I cleanse this planet for good, I'm gonna avenge my daughter.
I was originally planning on doing some windows on other games, just like I did on Skyrim, but since quitting YouTube stuff, then obviously I won't be doing that anymore, but it would have been interesting to see it on a few more games. I probably should have added the inventory management to those windows on this game, but there is so much inventory management on this game that it's just, I don't know, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. So I was trying to rush through it and go as quickly through that stuff as I possibly could instead of just speeding through it or cutting out inventory management. Same as shops, checking shops. It's also probably a good thing that I didn't mess with the shops stuff because I think I got some good items from shops. But Jack is almost dead. He's a lot harder to kill if you don't have a B shield. Basically, you want to hide from him as much as possible and only take a quick shot at him if you lose sight of him. And if his health lowers from that health bar, then you're shooting the right one. If his health does not lower in that health bar, then you are not shooting the right one. And if you go down to a last stand, you want to look up and look and see if you can see any rack flying around. Those rack are the easiest way to get a second wind. Second wind, that's what I'm thinking of, duh. They're the easiest things to get a second wind from, so you want to shoot them and kill them. They're not very strong, but if you are not fighting them, they will not be aggressive. They will sometimes dive down and become aggressive, but most of the time they're not really all that aggressive. And the second cutscene here is coming up in a sec, so I'm gonna go and shut up and watch it now.
That it? Huh?
No! The key's charged!
I'm not dying yet. You're too late, bandit! I win! The greatest helium power Pandora has ever seen. And it's mine to control!
And there the warrior is. Finally get to fight the warrior. That's awesome. So basically, you can't kill Jack or help Lilith because they are protected by a shield. And all this fire You gotta listen to what Lilith says during this fight until you get used to the pattern. The warrior will walk across the area and sort of swing his tail around, and he can kill you with his tail, or he can step on you, kill you, get you into last stand and stuff. Or he'll jump over and make the lava rise, or he'll breathe fire. Pretty much the only things, but that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know with a comment or a like, and I'll finish the game on the next part. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye for now.